recording there. Check, check. Okay. Say something?
Hey.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I am here with Katie Lynn. This is the Chris and Katie Show test episode. This is not even real. And the camera's up there, so I got to stop looking at where we are and look at the camera when I'm talking. So, I think what we're going to talk about, first subject ever, is Beyonce. Right? So, Beyonce is making a lot of waves right now in country music, right? And a lot of people are really upset about the fact that she is, what do they call it? They call it kidnapping country or taking over or why. I guess first question, Katie, you formerly were a country artist. Why are country music fans so protective of their, I don't even know. You can't even call it culture, really, right? Like it's
their
just
heritage.
I guess so, right?
I don't know. So I get it, especially like for the old country, but it's very weird that a lot of people still have this mentality, seeing country the way it is today
It's the
versus
21st
how it
century.
was.
Hello? Like
Yeah,
every
like that.
single
I mean,
music. I mean, I look at it this way, right, Katie? All of us
uh-huh.
have multiple races within our makeup, right? As like
Mhm.
just genetically speaking. And
Yeah.
in the 21st century, that's the way music is now. Like
Yep.
everything is entwined with
The
something
same.
else.
Yep. Yep. And like, if I don't know, name somebody. Say if that was like, I don't know, Carrie Underwood that released that song, no one would think anything of it.
What about Katy Perry?
People would think of that too, but I feel like it's
Well,
just because
I
it's
look at
out of
it
the
this way.
box.
Several years ago, we had Justin Timberlake show up at the CMAs.
That's true. That's true.
And Justin Timberlake started putting out some music that had a little bit of country twinge in it at the time. And
Yeah.
sure, we had some people that were a little upset about that, but not to this level, right?
I feel like I understand it from how I feel like, but I'm not a big new country person either. I don't like new country because I like
Same.
old country. So that's
Right.
different. Like everybody's losing it. That people that like new country too, which
Yep.
that doesn't I don't, and I mean like she's from Texas
Mm-hmm.
too.
Yep.
Like I don't I like you said, like it wouldn't like Katy Perry. I feel like it's the same thing. It's just they're not. It's a pop artist. I don't. That's the only thing I can think of. But I don't. I don't like it. I will say that. I don't. I'm not a fan. But
You're not a fan of
I
the
mean,
music, is
I
what you
think
mean.
it's no right. And I'm not. But it's the same thing, really. That's on the radio right now. It's
So,
just Beyonce doing it.
so for
Like
me,
I feel like it's very.
it's like Beyonce. As somebody asked her too, like they said, "Well, is this a country album?" And Beyonce was like, "Hell no! No, this is a Beyonce album." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, that's a good way of putting it."
And I
Now,
mean, it's Beyonce.
right? And by the way, guys, Beyonce is from Texas. And a lot of you
Yep.
folks out there that are complaining about the fact that Beyonce is not country enough.
Well, she was born in it.
That's right, exactly. And that's what gets me. Like, there's no ownership of a genre in music. It's supposed to be
Hmm.
a freedom of expression. That's what music is. Whether you believe in it or you like it or
Hmm.
you desire it, if you don't
Uh-huh.
like what she's putting out, then you don't have to
Have
consume
to listen to it.
what
Yep.
she's putting out. And that's at the end of the
Hmm.
day, a lot of times what these artists will do. We're both members of the music community or have been in the past. And we know what it takes to become and stay relevant in the music business. And it takes a lot of work. But sometimes once you reach beyond all that hard work that you've done, sometimes you need something to keep you
Hmm.
relevant. And
And
this,
that was a good idea.
yeah, this is
Great
keeping.
idea.
And Beyonce's
I.
beyond relevant anyway. She doesn't need
Oh yeah.
this kind of
Yeah.
thing. But the fact of the matter is, She is relevant. People are talking
Mhm.
about her. Her name is on people's
Yeah.
lips.
I mean, this is like all anyone's talking about.
Yep.
Like everyone I know is talking about it, and no one I know cares. Like actually cares.
So they don't
Like
care
everyone's
about
just
her freedom of expression. It doesn't bother them.
no. It's just it's on everybody's minds. It's all over the radio. It's all over like videos, like little. I don't have TikTok, but like TikToks and reels and all that kind of stuff. It's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere.
Everybody has an opinion, right?
Yep.
Everybody has an opinion.
It's
So
like a belly button.
here's a question for you. How much is race playing a part in this? We talked about Katy Perry.
Yeah, I it doesn't play a part into my anything, but
Well, I don't
I
think
don't
you
know.
and I
I feel
care
like
about race, obviously, but I think that is part of this situation, right? Like if Beyonce was some
I'm
white
sure.
girl from South Carolina, this wouldn't be as big of a
Yeah.
deal, right?
I absolutely agree. I feel like, and there's always gonna be somebody that has to ruin it for everybody else. Like even like me and you, I don't know how you feel, but I don't like it. But because people are acting all kinds of ways about it,
Mm-hmm.
losing their crap about it, acting like assholes about
Mm-hmm.
it, when it doesn't it's not even a
Right.
big deal.
I
It's a
mean,
song.
why are we getting offended by it, right? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. It's music,
It's a song.
it's expression, and she's done a good job to make you feel something about her art, and that's what art is for. It's to make you feel
Hey,
something, even if it's not a
at
positive.
minimum, talk about it.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's important to these artists, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's free publicity,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
And more money. That's what it is.
That's right. At the end of the day, that's
Mm-hmm.
what it's all about. Now, you asked me if I
Mm-hmm.
like it. I surprisingly, Katie Lynn, I do enjoy the song. Texas Hold'em, I do like it. Of course, I am also on TikTok probably way more than you, and the song hits my
Yeah.
ears at least 3 or 4
Yeah.
times a day. So, but
Yeah.
I don't dislike the song.
No, I don't. I'm not like, and people that are like, I hate it. It's awful. You have an issue. There's some kind of, whether you hate Beyonce, you're mad that genres are intertwining. There's something behind that. It's not, I hate this song. I hate this. Because there's nothing wrong with it.
And let's keep
It's
it
not
real.
my taste.
This
Not my
kind
thing.
of thing
But
this kind of thing has been trending this way since the mid 90s, or actually really the late 80s when Garth Brooks came along. Because when Garth Brooks got off his bus for the first time and started his brand of country, Garth Brooks was not country music in the 80s. He wasn't. He was like a rockabilly, like whatever he wanted to be. He really really extended a lot of niches, I guess you could say. And then you look at all the artists that have come in after Garth that have formulated their own sound because Garth was able to kind of break those barriers down of what is country and what isn't. Now, for me personally, I like country music and I like pop music, right? I don't necessarily like them mixed. I don't like that very much. But for me, I'm not a big fan of the stereotypical pop country with the pandering words, like, you know, the tight jeans and the back roads and the big tires and red dirt this
and the little Daisy Dukes and all that.
Yeah,
Pretty little girl,
the white girl brigade,
pretty little girl, my passenger seat.
Yep. What do they call that? The white girl uniform or whatever it's, I forget now, but you see them at all the shows everywhere, right? But that's what gets me.
Yeah,
I went
to
why
a
are
Ranger
people...
game.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It was awful.
I'm sorry.
Yesterday, I saw so many I saw this one girl in like rhinestone boots, like blinding, blinding, and it's like, and then I saw another pair, and then another. Yeah, it is like a uniform for sure.
It is.
There is that little like
the Daisy Duke uniform, right? That's funny. Yeah, I just wanted to see what your opinion was. I figured, you know, since we're going to be testing this anyway, and maybe we'll pull something from this just as a sneak peek. But I I find it funny that people actually think that Beyonce is infringing on their heritage somehow. And
Yeah, it's not. I'm not. I I'm very stubborn, stuck in my old ways as well, and I'm big. I don't like pop country. I will say there's a lot of songs that are well written that I will listen to, but I'm just not big on the genre, right? But it is weird. So with that said, with them completely divided in my brain how I like it, it is weird for me to see that and to hear it's a bit jarring. But the fact that it offends anybody or people get so worked up about it, it's just why? It's a song.
yeah, just walk away.
It's not
You
even
know,
an album. It's not even her saying, I have never been a pop artist. I've always been a country girl from Texas. It's nothing like that. It's
right?
just a
Mm-hmm.
song.
It's just her expressing herself, and people are worried that she's somehow turning into their lane. And it doesn't make any sense, man. Like,
And look,
it's
here's the thing. Even if they are in the lane, you can ignore it.
that's right.
You don't have
That's
to
right.
partake. You
Take a
can
different
turn your cheek.
take a different road. If you don't like
Yep.
it, take a different road. That's all there is to it. Like, why are you getting so mad? And the thing is, there's just so much anger on the internet nowadays, and like everybody,
Yep.
everything is political now, right? Like everything,
Yeah.
everybody has to take a side, and like, come
Mhm.
on, we can
And
enjoy
that's the thing.
Beyonce
Everything is
the same as we
everything
enjoy
is
Waylon,
so
right?
like yeah, everyone's so it all has to be like yes or no. Or
Mm-hmm.
like black and white.
What happened to Gray?
There's no right.
Yep.
Right. Everything has set rules and everything has to everything has to abide by those set rules. It's boring.
Absolutely.
Boring.
Yep. Normal, right? And normal is boring, which is why you will not find boring on this show. That's for dang sure. You won't find normal on this show either. This is going to be the farthest from normal that you can find anywhere on the internet. It's the Chris and Kadie Show. We have more coming to you later on. So y'all make sure not go anywhere. All right, so that's pretty damn cool. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, and then I'm going to play it back, and we'll see how it sounds.
Sounds good.